India signed a Trade and Economic Partnership Agreement (TEPA) with the European Free Trade Association (EFTA). Hello, welcome to India World Insight channel. In today's video we will know that the organization with which India has signed this free trade agreement is so important for India's economy. The free trade agreement that has been signed in India is known as European Free Trade Association (EFTA). There are 4 countries in this group: Switzerland, Norway, Iceland and Liechtenstein. These are the countries which are not a part of the European Union but are still quite important. Let us understand how. But before, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, then subscribe so that you keep getting such updated videos on time. So let's start the video. There is a lot to know in today's video. Today we are going to discuss some important things in the video like provisions of the European Free Trade Association (EFTA), Trade and Economic Partnership Agreement (TEPA), India's trade treaty strategy, and bilateral agreements, regional groupings, global agreements, impact on economy and diplomacy, impact of Trade and Economic Partnership Agreement (TEPA), India-EFTA Trade Agreement. Today we will learn about all this in this video. So first of all, let us know about its timeline. If you are wondering when and how this agreement happened suddenly, then let us tell you. Talks regarding this agreement had started since 2008, but everything was not so easy. But currently the government has made its full efforts and contributed in completing the agreement. India and members of the European Free Trade Association (EFTA) have finalized 21 rounds of talks over 16 years. Know the key provisions of the India-European Free Trade Association Trade Agreement. Promoting investment, employment and market access. Commitment on investment and employment. This is the first FTA for India where it has been able to get commitments on investment and employment from partner countries. Visa facilities for Indian service firms. In terms of market access, the deal provides more space for Indian service firms with easier visa rules so that they can also tap other European markets that use these countries as a base. Can do. Professionals, architects, accountants and nurses can also expect more opportunities. Commitment of $100 billion of new foreign direct investment in India and creation of 1 million jobs over 15 years. Most goods exports already get duty-free treatment in Switzerland, India's largest European Free Trade Association trading partner. However, the TEPA deal is significant as it commits to create a new $100 billion foreign direct investment in India and create 1 million jobs over 15 years. Exclusion list. Some of the items on which the agreement will not be applicable are sectors like dairy, soya, coal, gold imports and sensitive agricultural products have been kept in the exclusion list and there will be no duty concession on these goods. Cheaper products. Something that is going to be cheaper in India. Indian consumers can expect cheaper wines and chocolate, while producers can use cheaper machinery. Data exclusivity. India rejected calls for the agreement to include provisions on data exclusivity. Significance of India's TEPA deal with EFTA, addressing data exclusivity, trade priorities and strategic shifts. Quick negotiations. India's quick sealing of the European Free Trade Association deal after resuming negotiations is commendable. The deal with the European Free Trade Association marks India's second major trade agreement after the deal with the United Arab Emirates and is the first free trade agreement with a group of Western countries. India has some preferences for trade agreements, such as India's exit from the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership (RCEP) to protect the interests of industries such as agriculture and dairy. Data exclusivity in pharmaceutical regulation. This is a form of protection of intellectual property rights that applies specifically to data from pharmaceutical clinical trials. This means that all the data generated during safety and efficacy testing of a drug that would normally be in the public domain now becomes exclusive to the company. Law. It operates independently of patent protection and may prevent generic manufacturers from obtaining marketing approval. Monopoly. No generic drug can be approved during the period of exclusive data, resulting in monopoly of the new drug product. Unlike patents, exclusive data also cannot be challenged. Protectionism gives a positive sign in the era of protectionism. Despite past criticism for high import duties and protectionist policies, India is ready to embrace free trade, even as many nations are becoming more protectionist. Inclusion of non-trade issues. For the first time, the European Free Trade Association Agreement is the first time that India has agreed to include non-trade issues such as labor, human rights, environment and gender in an economic agreement. Secure supply chains. Trade agreements can provide India with a more stable and diverse supply of critical raw materials and resources, and integrate India into global value chains by participating in various stages of production. Disruption in supply chains during the pandemic highlighted the risks of overdependence on China and the need for a China Plus One policy. For those who do not know about China Plus One policy, I want to tell. Big multinational companies want to set up plants and factories in any country other than China because when the US started a trade war against China, the multinational companies whose factories were in China faced a lot of problems. And he looked towards a major country which is stable and also democratic. And in such a situation, it is obvious that India was also in their list and India has also benefited from it. You can see recently that many big companies have established their plants in India and are investing further, and they also have big projects and plans for India in their future. Our country India is in their favorite list because there is a stable government and strong democratic country and values in our country. And also, this country has a very large population of consumers and being an emerging economy, the economy is also growing continuously. That's why all these companies give priority to India in their plans and our country is in their favorite list. Our country India is also considering many options to increase the growth and exports of its economy. One of such options is Free Trade Agreement, which may be known as FTA, and at present, India is considering trade deals with UK, Australia and EU etc. as a possible option. That's all in the video for today. To know the development journey of India, join our channel. We will always share information with you through updated videos here. For now, if you like our video, then like the video. If you have any suggestion, so tell us in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. See you in the next video. Jai Hind.